You make me feel oh so sweet.
Hello and welcome to episode 29 of the Downtown Dish. I am your host, Katie Schamberger. Gosh, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We hope that you got some yummy food and drink from downtown KC to bring to your Thanksgiving table. And now that we're digesting the feast, it's a big weekend. It's Small Business Saturday, and we have got the scoop this week to get you thinking about those gift ideas and so many cool ways that you can shop local. So excited this week to sit down with Katie Mabry Van Dieren, who is the curator and owner of Strawberry Swing. She is going to give us the full scoop on this year's holiday swing, which is moving outside at Union Station in Haverty Yards to give everybody a safe, open air place to shop local vendors, crafters, artisans, makers, and so much more. We are going to get all the details on that incredible outdoor European Christmas market event that kicks off this weekend right there at Union Station in downtown Kansas City. We are also going to have a couple of quick updates for you on holiday events happening in downtown Kansas City. Hope to see you tonight, by the way, at 5:30 p.m. for the Mayor's Christmas Tree virtual lighting ceremony. Just head over to Crown Center's Facebook page to pull that up, and we will see you there. Big thanks, especially on this Thanksgiving week, to our partners for making the Downtown Dish happen at Downtown Council, KC Streetcar, Kansas City Downtown Neighborhood Association, and Lynchpin Ideas. Now, who's ready to shop local? Okay, that Thanksgiving is still maybe digesting in the belly, but we have a big weekend coming up. It is Small Business Saturday, and I cannot think of a better guest to welcome to the Downtown Dish than Katie Mabry Van Dieren, curator and owner of Strawberry Swing. Katie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I have a Thanksgiving visitor, if you can't tell.
I love
A little
this.
COVID grace is what I have, is what I've like made this hashtag COVID grace with my 4-year-old.
It's we're all just we're living in the moment right now. We're doing what we can, but Katie, I am just, when you announced that you are taking Strawberry Swing's huge holiday show, which would normally be inside Union Station, this year coming outside to kind of recreate that European Christmas market. I mean, I am pumped. Tell us a little bit about what you have in store this year.
So we didn't know what we were going to do. We were a little nervous because this holiday swing has been historically, this is our 10th year.
Oh my gosh.
So I was so excited, like 10th annual, it just sounds so important and regal, and I had all these things planned, but then COVID hit. And so we were really nervous about what to do because we have to support these small businesses. Last year, 160 small businesses took part in our holiday swing at Union Station, and Kansas City spent more than $2.5 million there. So this is a really big deal. And a lot of these makers, this is how they pay their rent. And, this is a big part of their yearly salary. So what we did was we started doing these like weekly pop-up markets outdoors starting August to October to kind of get a feel of how it would work and how safe we could be. And then we asked Union Station if we could recreate these outdoor markets in their Haverty Yard, and they said yes. So COVID has made us pivot a lot, and we've been wanting to do an outdoor like Christkindl type market. All the other big cities have them, and we just know that we're going to go small this year, of course, to keep it safe. We'll be outdoor. We're going to have about 45 vendors, tents, socially distanced, and then we have a ticketed entry, which usually our event is free, but this was the only way we saw that we could keep the crowd low because 20,000 people came last year. So we think we we know at least 10,000 came. We think 20,000 over the
Oh my
2-day weekend.
God.
Yeah, so we're ticketing it. We're not allowing more than 150 people in
Mm-hmm.
at one time, even though it is outdoor, and masks are required. So that means we have only 200 people in this football field area, mask required, social distance, and we think we're going to be really safe. We got approved by the health department. Our plan,
Great.
we have a lot more to our plan, but we're super excited.
I'm so excited, and I love, I'm thinking that these fall festivals were definitely kind of a learning experience. Gave you some great kind of like on the ground experience. I know I saw you at one there at the Alexander Majors barn, beautifully run. I always love your events, but you're doing some other things too. So remind people, Strawberry Swing, Holiday Swing, kicking off this weekend, but you all are going to keep it going every weekend through December 20th?
Yep, that's right. Every Saturday and Sunday, and we'll switch out vendors. So some will be the same. We have some that'll be there each weekend, and then some will switch out. I think I haven't counted exactly, but I feel like there's 20, so about half and half. Half will be in each weekend, have applied for each weekend, and were accepted. It's really highly juried too. So the other half will switch out, and so you can come back each weekend if you want and get more and different gifts. And we also, I understand that not everyone is going to be able to come in person, and our tickets might sell out. Who knows? But we also have Shop Local KC, and that is a virtual version of the Strawberry Swing, where you can go to shoplocalkc.com and see more than 300 local makers. So if I get it, like if you don't want to come in person, totally cool. You can still support these local businesses online. And so we will be, though, popping up in person. Hopefully, I get fingers crossed. This is like,
I know. All you can do is plan and then
yep.
Take a deep breath. But I love another thing that you're doing, again, for people that may have, a little higher safety threshold, even though you're limiting those groups, maybe they're still a little uncertain. So I love that you have a select number of VIP tickets available every day, and that gives people advance or early access to the swing. Is that right?
You're totally right. So each day, there's VIP tickets, only 50, and so that's basically there'll be 40 vendors and then 50 guests allowed in, and not all at the same time, but between the hour of 9 and 10. And so that's for anyone who, feels like they'd rather even be in a smaller, socially distanced crowd, or for anyone who just wants to make sure they get what they want, because a lot of the vendors fall out of certain things because these are handmade products. So sometimes there's only like one hat, or I'm trying to look around me. I always have stuff that's handmade. Right. I've got my special mirror because I'm Zooming all the time. This was made by one of our vendors, and like maybe there's only one of those, and so people, and they get a free tote and a gift. So people want to get that too. The ticket for the VIP is a little more. I think it's 20 or 25, whereas general admission is $7.50. So yeah, they get a swag bag.
I love it. I can't wait to shop, and I'm really excited. I guess we'll I'll just go ahead and share during this episode because it's fast approaching. But we at the Downtown Dish, Katie, you know that we are so passionate about supporting local businesses. We put an emphasis on restaurants, bars, and retail, but obviously makers, creatives, artists right at the top of that list. And we're going to kind of jump in the gift guide fray, and starting Sunday, we're going to follow Advent season. We are going to do a Downtown Dish social media Advent calendar and focus on one gift per day, November 29th through December 24th. Just trying to get as many of those great downtown businesses in there as we can. Most of the drinks will probably be food and drink themed or connected, but this is I'm sure you can relate to this, but even me, way before the dish, way before the pandemic, just as a shopper, as a Kansas Cityan, I always, every year, usually the first weekend of December, I set out and I have a route. I start up kind of in Waldo, Brookside, Crestwood, and I make my way downtown. and there's a series of businesses I always visit. And I don't have a ton of gifts to buy. I'm in a small family, but it is really one of my favorite things I do to see how the shops change for the holidays, see what people
Especially
have.
Crestwood. Oh my gosh, with their displays. I live right by there and it is one of my favorites to go see. I don't know if they're doing it this year, but I hope they are. Each of
They
those
are.
little
First
small
weekend of
businesses.
December.
Oh,
Yep.
they have those sweet
Yep.
Christmas displays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best thing to support local. And like I feel like I've been shouting it since 2010, right? Like shop local KC,
I know.
because all of the impact that it has on not just like, the small business you're supporting, but everyone else, the entire community, all the stats. I like shout them all the time. Like when you spend at the big box store, only a tiny percentage goes back into the community. Yes, you're supporting like our local workers, but the CEO is not here. And
Right.
so most of the time when you're shopping small, it's all like almost 100% of it is going back into Kansas City. Then like the sales tax, I was thinking about how much sales tax, our makers are giving back to Kansas City. And then that helps Kansas City, our roads stay okay. Everything, what taxes go to. And then
Yeah.
what else? I mean, it's better on the environment. You don't have the
Yeah.
big semis and the planes flying things all over. You just have your local business driving their car to the craft fair or just mailing it from their home to you. So there's just so many impacts that it's like a chain reaction when you shop local and small. And
I
we
love
donate
it.
small. I am a small business myself, so I'll say
Yeah.
it's been proven that small businesses donate more to nonprofits and charities in the cities than do larger ones because they're not owned in the city, and so it's just this big impact.
Yeah. Well, I've got my newest pair of nickel and suede
Oh, yes, you do.
earrings from the
I
holiday
love them.
collection. I'm just obsessed with them.
They
But
are
I
so
love that
wonderful.
too. And it's not to say, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll jump in on a Target run and a Costco run to
Yes,
get some
same.
stuff. But, especially when I'm looking at decor and gifts and more meaningful items, I love shopping local because then when I look back, I have a memory
Exactly.
attached. And it just
Exactly.
then, when I kind of amass a group, like I decided this year, I haven't had a Christmas tree in several years, just because of space and travel. But since we're not going anywhere this year,
You
I'm
need
going to put up
one.
a tree. And I
Yay!
have decided, since I'm kind of starting from scratch, I have some keepsake ornaments that will always come with me. But going forward, I'm only going to buy local, locally made ornaments. And I'm
That's
going to start
amazing.
with probably the mayor's Christmas tree because it is the 40th anniversary of
Wow.
the mayor's Christmas ornaments,
Ornament. Okay.
40th anniversary this year.
That's
And
so
it's super
awesome.
cute. It
Where
kind of
can you
looks like a
find
little
them? Online?
online and at Crown Center.
Perfect.
Yep, it looks like a little snow globe with like the skyline.
Oh, I love it.
And we're going to have some more information. I think I should be able to share it later in this
Okay.
episode because, in addition to the tree, the mayor's Christmas tree, I know they're going to have a display of all 40 ornaments, which I think
Wow.
would be really cool to check
That's
out.
really cool. Especially, I mean, going back 40 years, it would be, I bet they're super intricate from the past,
I know,
honestly.
I know. And
I feel
all
like
the,
we've advanced in technology, but things have gotten more simple because
yes,
it's capitalism. We're just trying to save money. But I
yes.
bet they're like super intricate. I've been watching The Crown and like romancing
Oh,
about
me
being alive back
too.
then
Oh my God, I
and
know,
all
I
the
love it.
intricate everything. I just like, I love buying, like, this is also thrifting. Some of our vendors are thrifters or thrift, vintage
Oh,
sellers. And I got this from one of the vendors, this, old brass planter, but I made my own like garland for the tree because I wanted this like, well, I didn't make the beads. I wish I had made the beads, but I
yeah.
strung the beads because I wanted something to do. And just like having this brass, having them in the brass makes me look happy and feel happy. And I know I
It's so good.
saved money because I bought it, thrifted and
Yes.
saved the environment. But I too, like, I use Amazon. I mean, it's so great in this day and age. If you need like some Listerine or some, toothbrush and you don't want to take the 4-year-old to the store, I mean, I'm guilty of using Amazon too. One thing I do try and do is when I use Amazon is make sure I have Amazon Smile installed on my phone. And I have
Smart.
a nonprofit I co-founded. And so my nonprofit is benefiting from my own purchases on Amazon. I make sure that though Jeff Bezos is getting some money, you're welcome, Jeff. I am also having Jeff Bezos donate to my nonprofit here in town. So guys, make sure if or people, make sure that you have Amazon Smile installed because I mean he's giving it's a chance for him to give money to the nonprofit of your choosing. We would love for
Yep.
you to choose Truce Market Collective, but we get it if you can't. So that's one thing I make sure I do is that every single purchase is going also a little bit to that Amazon Smile, you know?
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too, right? If everybody could just make a smaller shift in some of their buying habits,
Yeah.
it makes me think of like Meatless Monday. You
Yes.
don't necessarily have to, turn full on vegetarian,
Right.
but there's research that's shown even if you can switch one day of the week and that
Exactly.
day you're not eating any meat, the the benefits that add up health wise, environmentally, it's
Exactly.
really tremendous. And that's what helps me feel a little more kind of grounded, especially this year when there's been a lot of
Right.
chaos happening. Is like sometimes it feels like there's so many problems, how could I
Yeah.
ever make a difference? But it's like
Right.
doing things like this, really,
Yep.
and something that's so fun, bundling up and going to the outdoor Christmas market.
Right.
But it's really, it's really a good thing to do. And it
Yeah,
does, like
it
you
is.
said, it has measurable impact in the community.
It does. And, next year, God willing, when we're all able to be in groups and not have to wear masks, although I kind of like wearing masks
I
and,
do too,
don't
actually.
have
Yeah,
to, don't have to put makeup on and stuff sometimes.
I know.
This will be a good trial run, because, I have mule garland to put on the tents and string lights and stuff. And I would have gone even more overboard and put more decor, but I was too nervous that I would go spend this money. And this is, my small business. And then it gets canceled. So there's all these
Right.
things you have to think about that go into these events. And it's not just like, oh, I popped up an event. There is so much that goes into it: insurance policies, advertising, thousands and thousands of dollars that if it gets canceled, it's just a wash. So next year, we are hoping that we will maybe get even bigger and it'll be just like those ones in New York and Bryant Park. So this year is a trial run and it's going to be super fun. But I
I
just
love
know
it.
that in the next years to come, we can make a really special tradition in Kansas City. So I'm just excited that we're going to be able to do it safely.
Yep.
I'm really excited that the health department approved our plan and
Mm-hmm.
that we can do it safely because people are going to be going to those big box stores anyways. And why not come to our small box store
Yep.
if you're going to be doing it anyways? Come to us outside and do it safely. Masks are required, even though we're outside, just to be safe. So, and we
Yep.
might not. One thing that is a little up in the air right now, we are not sure if we're going to be able to have food trucks this weekend.
Okay.
That is one thing that we still aren't sure of because that sitting. Have you heard the guidelines, or you have to be sitting
Yep.
down to eat? Well,
Yep.
we had 4 food trucks, and it was going to be people, standing with their
Right.
food like you do at the normal market. So that's one thing we don't know yet, and I'm sorry, but it's. I'm just thankful we get to have our vendors. So we'll
Oh,
we'll we'll
yeah.
find out hopefully soon about that part, but not sure about that yet. In the
Well, and
future, though, we can look forward to amazing snacks and drinks and all kinds of fun stuff.
I love it. Katie, help us out. Tell us first of all, where can we get our holiday swing tickets?
Okay, www.thatstrawberryswing.com.
Okay.
And then if you want to hear a little bit about kind of the product you can find, I can tell you like a little bit of what will be there. We'll have everything. So if you need gifts for basically anyone in your family, we have woodworkers, pottery, t-shirts. I'm wearing a really cool shirt. I kind of showed you earlier. I'm going to show you
Yes.
again.
Yes.
But
Oh,
it's like skimpy cheap,
cheese!
but if you could, well, I
But
can't
it's
pull it up, but
tie dye.
it's yes, it's tie-dyed and that's Casey Cool. They'll be there.
Oh, I
We have
love Casey
jewelry.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
Casey Cool. We have jewelry, we have knit, we have toys. We have and one of the cool things is they're all from Kansas City. Normally at the Strawberry Swings holiday event, it's Midwestern because we are one of the biggest fairs in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
They apply. I only allow people from the Midwest region just because I feel like the coasts have enough of these
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
So normally you will find vendors from all over the Midwest, but this time I made sure I kept it Kansas City local only
Oh,
because I just want to support our businesses. And so it will be strictly Kansas City businesses.
okay.
And we have a list of the vendors that are each weekend where we've already put that up. So you can find that on our social media, who will be there this weekend. And then we'll announce the next weekends, as they go.
And
So,
Katie, shout out those social media handles for us,
sure.
because in addition to that, this is also, everybody follow along. This is a place to get real-time updates. I know you mentioned there might be some giveaways happening.
Yes, there are.
So
we give away tickets.
Lots of reasons to follow Strawberry Swing on social.
Yeah. It's Strawberry Swing KC on Instagram, and we actually do giveaways of vendor items too. Right now, I don't know what is going on, but there's a giveaway going on. That's one of the best parts about this. The vendors love to do giveaways with me. So we've been giving away stuff. You just enter and comment, and then we choose someone randomly. And then on our Facebook is the same, the Strawberry Swing Craft Fair, I think. And you'd want to go find that event because that's where we're doing the giveaways, is actually in the Facebook event too. So on Instagram and Facebook. And then you can always get on our mailing list. We always send out coupons that way too. And all of these links can be found on our website at thestrawberryswing.com.
Excellent.
And shoplocalkc.com is linked through my website. And that's where, if you did not want to go in person, you could shop from your home. Shoplocalkc.com. And it's sorted by category so that, let's say, your sister needs a collar for her dog. There is one called pets, a category for pets. There is paintings. There is bath and body, everything you could ever want.
What I'm looking for.
Local.
Treat yourself a little.
This is my hand sanitizer from Mesner Bee Farm that I've been using this entire time. I have multiples. And I swear to God, I have never had a dry, sometimes hand sanitizers suck all moisture out and you get cracked.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing smelling. Plus, it doesn't dry your hands out. I don't know. It has bee propolis in it, which, if you know what bee propolis is, it's this insane chemical that the bees make. I don't even know if it can be called a chemical, but the bees, when they go into their hive for winter, I've learned all this from Rachel Mesner, who you'll meet at the event. That's why I know all this.
This is amazing.
When they go in their hives for the winter, they make this stuff called propolis in case any type of intruder gets in, let's say a roach or I don't know, any kind of parasite. They then cover it in this propolis, which then kills it. And then also kind of entombs it in an antimicrobial, antibacterial film so that it can't rot the hive. So she has
bees, man.
Yeah, they're it says bee propolis, aloe, and essential oils in it. Smells divine. It's just, I love it. And I will have some for samples on our table, of course, as we have strict measurements in place for social distancing and hand sanitizing. So you can try it before you buy it.
I love it. Well, Katie, thank you. You have been among the many forces in Kansas City this year, helping to keep us on track as best we can. I can only imagine the work that has gone in behind the scenes for this holiday swing. So thank you so much. I cannot wait to come out and shop. So you will see me very soon.
Yay. And we're in Haverty Yards at Union Station. So that's down by Science City's entrance. So we're not in the parking lot out front. We're actually in a grassy area that has a gated so that we could control, who came in and who came out. So that's where you'll find us. You can park in the parking garage, take the streetcar, masked, of course, and socially distanced. Wherever you are, come down and see us in downtown.
Excellent. Katie, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're so excited for the holiday swing, and here is another outdoor Christkindl market to put on your radar. The brilliant and hardworking minds at the campground are this weekend unveiling their Christkindl outdoor market featuring campground goodies. We hear there might be some pre-mixed, pre-bottled cocktails for sale. We're all about it. And they've invited a bunch of other local businesses, including several there in the West Bottoms. So we are hoping to catch up with Chris at the campground here maybe next week on the Downtown Dish. But in the meantime, be sure to check out the campground's outdoor Christkindl market. It's going to run every weekend through December 20th 5 to 10 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday there in the West Bottoms at 1531 Genesee.
You won't stop, you don't stop, just time, maybe. Could you watch me still? Should have done, how do you
Alright,
stick
we've
around?
got some shopping to do. We've got Holiday Swing to check out. We've got the Campgrounds Chris Kendall Market to check out. The mayor's Christmas tree will be illuminated tonight. Don't forget incredible decorations at Union Station this year. The tree is lit at PNC Plaza at the Power and Light District. Tons of stuff going on in the city market too. So bundle up, get outside, enjoy the start of these holiday festivities in downtown Kansas City. One quick announcement, you heard it in our chat with Katie Mabry Van Dieren of the Strawberry Swing, but we at the Downtown Dish are unveiling our own Shop Local gift guide starting this Sunday. We are going to match ours up with Advent season, and every day on our social media channels at Downtown Dish KC, we will be highlighting one local gift, usually food and drink themed, but we'll have some other items in the mix. So every day, starting Sunday the 29th, all the way through Christmas Eve, you can browse our Twitter and Instagram feeds at Downtown Dish KC and get plenty of local gift ideas so that we all can shop local and support local this holiday season and beyond. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you here back at the Downtown Dish next week. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Katie Schamberger.